Home 2024, San Diego Tijuana's Design Capital Project premises is a response to major global problems like climate change and social inequity through human-centered design. In response, the proposal of Safe and Sound, an immigrant-based gated community, will tackle one of the biggest social issues between San Diego and Tijuana, which is immigration. Currently, detained immigrants fighting to gain freedom here in America are held in prison, or what is otherwise called a detention center, for anywhere from 48 hours to 26 months. The basic principles of detention centers and their design are inherently ineffective, keeping the overly stressed minds of immigrants in a state of depression and breeding abuse through mental, physical, and nutritional neglect. Sponsored by the International Rescue Committee and IKEA, and funded by Airbnb, the U.S. government, and One Justice, San Ysidro's Motel 6, Travelodge, and Denny's will be repurposed and remodeled to create a gated community focused on the most vulnerable population of immigrants, women and women with children, known as Safe and Sound. Through Safe and Sound, the passive detention centers will be reimagined into a newly developed community that offers refuge and compassion. It requires everyday living spaces while needing direct access to outside assistance for inhabitants to provide themselves the basic hygienic, mental, and physical enrichment they need. The program is based off of 5 core elements, all essential to the end user: administration, health, recreation, habitation, and education. Under these 5 core elements, spaces will be dedicated to a visitor and administrative center, legal and counseling, daycare, medical services, housing, adaptable learning, lecture and religious spaces, and a cafeteria. Serving as the main entry and exit, the first building anyone will enter upon their arrival is the Visitor Center and Administration Building. Anyone employed here will provide proof of clearance before heading into work. All inhabitants will be processed into the facility through administration, and all other outside visitors will gain clearance through the same process. Giving children and adults the opportunity to grow through learning and reflection, both bottom and upper floors will dedicate ample space to transformable studios intended for educational and religious purposes. These transformable spaces will allow for ultimate adaptability in an environment where activity and needs are constantly changing. Furniture will be rollable and stackable, making for easy mobility and storability. As far as providing comfort, housing units serve only as a place of sleep and hygienic care. Each unit is separated as follows: families, specifically mothers with 1 to 3 children, and women, particularly alone, ages 18 and up. Design aspects combine the look and feel of hotel and home, or otherwise called hometels. It creates separation of sleep and recreation, basing the spatial composition off of practicality and necessity. These are neutral spaces, not luxurious but comfortable. In the midst of gaining citizenship, mothers of the facility are offered access to a daycare when attending to matters such as legal assistance, court hearings, medical care, and mental health. Pops of color and art will be implemented to bring excitement in a place where the future of the inhabitants is unknown. Smooth, solid surfaces will make cleaning hassle-free and reduce places for dirt and bacteria to grow. For daily nutrition, the cafeteria will be open to inhabitants with healthy eating options. The use of orange and wood tones create a sense of warmth and comfort. It features an interior trellis, mirroring the exterior's aesthetic while creating visual symmetry and physical separation of eating areas and the dual-sided bench seating. Trellises line the building's exteriors, extending the use of the buildings to the outside, providing comfort with shade while having a direct connection to the landscape and nature around. Traditional fencing is replaced with an enclosure that blends into its surroundings, while many trees habitate the perimeter to create a green wall, hiding the enclosure itself and eliminating the feeling of imprisonment. Overall, Safe and Sound will be the first big step in understanding and compassion towards immigrants through design.